In her pursuit to die the way she would like, a terminally ill woman has brought new life to the Death with Dignity debate. Right now, just 5 states have some form of law that allows some terminally ill patients to receive lethal medications, and among them, the state of Oregon, where Brittany Maynard moved to specifically to be able to, quote, die on my own terms. That is precisely what she penned in this new CNN.com article that is, let me just tell you, a must read. Maynard is all of 29 years of age. She got married just over a year ago, and doctors gave her only 6 months to live because of brain cancer.
I will die upstairs in my bedroom that I share with my husband, with my mother and my husband by my side, and pass peacefully with some music that I like in the background. I can't even tell you the amount of relief that it provides me to know that I don't have to die the way that it's been described to me that my brain tumor would take me on its own. I hope to enjoy however many days I have left on this beautiful earth and spend as much of it outside as I can, surrounded by those I love. I hope to pass in peace.
Now, in her time remaining, Maynard is taking this whole thing public, as you saw, releasing this video calling for other states to adopt these death with dignity laws. And there has already been resistance. In fact, in 2012, Massachusetts voters rejected it. Even patients with lethal medications expressed doubt, as seen in the HBO documentary, How to Die in Oregon.
You can't help having a little flicker of, well, maybe I won't die. Maybe I could live another 20 years. But what I try and do is transmute that into, wow, this is a great day. That awareness that every day I get to make a meal, that I get to kiss my husband, that I get to talk to my children one more day. That's great.
With me now, the director of that film, How to Die in Oregon, Peter Richardson. Peter, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. People were already talking about your film the second we started talking about Brittany's story yesterday. Let me just begin with this. You profile multiple people in your film. You hear her talking about, flickers of doubt. Should I do this? Was that the sort of pervasive sense through all the different people you talked to, or was anyone 100% this is what I want to do?
No, I think it was really, there was a lot of difficult decision making happening. Having this life-ending medication, I think for a lot of these people was, they knew it was there, that it was a safety valve for them, basically. That if things got really tough, that they would use it. Yeah, exactly. Some people, like Cody, for instance, kept it in her, her nightstand drawer. Other people kept it at a friend's house. They didn't really want it to
being
the medication. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I think it's a very, very difficult decision.
But her son was saying, initially, right, I don't necessarily support this, but I have to be there for my mom. I mean, we talk about just the conflict. I can't imagine a husband, a loved one saying, doctors could be wrong. You could be around much longer.
Yeah, exactly. It was a very, very difficult decision, even for Cody's family. I mean, Cody was very certain about this decision, but her son was, I think, very much against it. He wanted to see her, fight as long as she could. So I think eventually in the end, he came around and saw how this, brought her a great deal of comfort. But it was a very, very difficult decision for the family.
Can you also just explain to me the process in which one determines, not necessarily setting a precise date, like in the case of Brittany, she wrote on CNN.com that her husband's birthday is in the end of October, and perhaps some days after will be the date that she chooses to take that potent pill. Walk me through how these people decide that.
Well, it's a very difficult decision again. In Cody's case in the film, she also set a date, Memorial Day. That was the day that she was going to take the medication. And I was filming with her at that time, and the date, kept getting closer and closer, and she was still doing really well. And, she was kind of like, well, this existential dilemma. I've told my family. They've kind of, emotionally planned for this. Friends know this date. And what do I do? The date's here, and I'm still, alive and feeling great. I want to continue living.
What did
so
she
ultimately,
do?
she just moved the date. She said, I'm not going to set a date again. And she just realized that was totally unrealistic. So in other cases, it may be, something that's appropriate for a person. But in Cody's case, she lived another, I think, 6 months after that date. So it's difficult. But I think that, when you have have this medication and when you're kind of confronted with this, you know, you make these decisions about, well, I have to have some certainty around this. And that's why, you know, I think sometimes people do set dates.